Yo, yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Fro Thizzle Reviews in the building. And today, I'm going to be talking about the sequel, The Stuart Little, another big favorite of mine. I love the first film, and I might have the second one edging out the first just a tad bit. I love the second one as well. So ain't nothing to it but to do it. Now, Michael J. Fox does return as our title character, Stuart, as does everybody else. Geena Davis, Hugh Laurie, Jonathan Lipnicki, and even Steve Zahn as Monty, the dim-witted cat friend of Snowbell. Now, Stuart is happy with the little house, and we even have a new baby named Martha, but Stuart is also yearning and grasping for a sense of adventure. Now, the main reason why I enjoyed the second film just a little bit more than the first is the addition of the villain, the Falcon, played by James Woods, who I think puts in a really great performance. He's very menacing, he's a scumbag, and we come to find out that he's in cahoots with the bird that Stuart comes to the rescue for, by the name of Margalo. Now, at first, Margalo is seemingly sweet. She's looking for companionship with Stuart, and an ounce of that is genuine, but we come to find out that she is shady. She's working with the Falcon to steal Mrs. Little's engagement ring, which she eventually does, but by the end of the film, she gives it back, and even Stuart manages to defeat Falcon by blinding him with the engagement ring. I think the action sequences in part 2 are amped up quite a bit, like the finale fight where Falcon has his claws dug into the top of Stuart's toy plane. Margalo is on Stuart's side now. She's done a 360. But Falcon snaps the top of the toy plane, and because heights can freak me out just a tad bit, this scene makes me squeamish for sure. Everybody returning from the first film still does a great job. Nathan Lane is still cracking one-liners as Snowbell, and is still getting me some pretty big laughs. We also have a new cast member, Mark John Jeffries, who plays George's best friend. Geena Davis and Hugh Laurie, their chemistry is still A1. And while Jonathan Lipnicki has noticeably grown a little bit older from the first film, he's still funny, he's still cracking some jokes, and he still has a couple of moments where he's able to have Stuart's back. I will say though, near the beginning of the film, Stuart is trying to bond more with George, but George is hanging out with his new friend, so Stuart does grow a little bit lonely, and I love the sequence because he's driving around in the little car that I love, and we have Gilbert O'Sullivan Alone Again playing. One of my favorite songs ever. It is quite dark for a kid's film, but it fits so well. The music placement in the scene is incredible. I always love this scene for sure. And the song is also playing when Stuart is introduced to Margalo when she's falling out of the sky and lands into his car. But overall, I still love this movie wholeheartedly. It does have a big nostalgic sense, just like the first one does for me, but I genuinely still love this film on a more adult rewatch. The camera trickery, illusions, and the visual effects are still handled very well in the second. And the second one is a bit more intense than the first. For example, Falcon is very threatening. He's damn near killing Snowbell. He hangs him off the top of a building for Snowbell to die. And he's after Margalo, he's trying to kill her, he's trying to kill Stuart. So Falcon is a very intimidating and evil villain, and I think he's one of the better villains in a kid's film. Very dark character, but again, James Woods does a great job with the voice acting. I do like Margalo as a character. At first, not so much, but as the film builds up, I grow to like her more often. And I think Melanie Griffith as Margalo does a pretty good job. Michael J. Fox is still great as Stuart, and some people might kill me for this because Back to the Future is one of my favorites as well. Marty McFly is an iconic character, but I gotta say, Stuart Little is probably my favorite Michael J. Fox role ever. And you guys can kill me for that. Teen Wolf, I enjoyed that one too, but I gotta give it to Stuart Little. Stuart Little 2 gets a 10 out of 10. And that's it, y'all. It's your boy Fro. What do you think about this sequel? Do you enjoy it? Do you hate it? Not your cup of tea? Comment below. Let me know your thoughts. I honestly think Stuart Little 2 is one of the best sequels ever made. It's in the conversation for me. And that's it, y'all. Thank you for watching. Fro Thizzle, out. Stuart Little, forever.